Move on now. Look at item number 8 on our AT&T SEC Country Live first and 10 list. And speaking of former Tennessee coaches, how about Lane Kiffin, who, listen, always finds a way to keep his name in the headlines and keep doing this kind of stuff. It makes him brilliant. I'm not sure it'd make him a good head coach in the SEC again, but it certainly keeps him on the short list of people wondering if somebody does want to come back to the SEC. The latest example of that, we'll show you this on Twitter. On Thursday night, 5-star quarterback Justin Fields, the UGA commit, was playing a big high school football game, was televised on ESPN2, and Kirby Smart took a helicopter to the game. Well, Lane Kiffin took to Twitter to remind folks that this is Kirby Smart, at least in Kiffin's mind, copying his idea from Tennessee. You see the hashtag there, or I should say the hashtag. I don't know why I put the accent on the wrong part. The hashtag there for Juwan James in 2009, flip from Bama, hashtag Dolphins, at Juwan James 70, Kirby Smart, Georgia, hashtag keep rolling Kirby. Is there anything, I mean, what do you make of this? This is just Kiffin being Kiffin. I think it's kind of smart, even though I don't think Kirby Smart copied this from Lane Kiffin.
No, I agree with you. This is Kiffin being Kiffin. And by the way, like Lane Kiffin acts like he's the first person to ever helicopter in to a thing. I mean, he got half of his recruiting prowess from Nick Saban in the last 3 years probably, because Nick's been doing that for a while too. And so this is just Kiffin being Kiffin. This is Lane trying to keep his name out there, trying to stay relevant, trying to get some of these recruitings going down there, and maybe saying, hey, you know what? Let's not let these programs forget about me as a head coach when the job comes up. And we're going to look at a couple of SEC teams that are going to probably fire their head coaches this year. This is Lane's way of kind of keeping his name in the headlines. He knows that he's not the first guy to ever ride a helicopter, but why not post it and hashtag Juwan James and hashtag Dolphins and tag everybody in it and see if you can get some feedback.
I 1,000% agree with what you're saying. And yet, that doesn't make for a very good TV show. So let me see if I can provide another opinion as just a devil's advocate viewpoint here. Is there a chance that this is not some calculated move on his part? And you've heard the phrase, the
that
lowest...
he's just that arrogant?
Well, no. You've ever heard the phrase that the lowest form of conversation is remember when? The people that go around reminiscing about the past. I mean, is this like the guy who wears like Letterman's jacket, like 1,000 years removed from his high school career? Maybe Kiffin is not calculating and thinking, oh, I'll get my attention, I'll get some tweets, and I'll get some people thinking about me. Maybe he's just scared down there in Coral Gables, Florida, that people are going to forget about him soon. And they're not going to remember this was a guy that generated some headlines when he was Tennessee's coach for a year. And as Alabama's offensive coordinator, this was a guy that did some things right. Maybe this is not such a calculated move to stay relevant as it is sort of a desperate cry for, y'all don't forget that I used to be a football coach in a league that mattered as opposed to down here in Conference USA.
I think that maybe, and I'll play along with you here, maybe it's him looking back and saying, you know what, I have a little bit of void in recruiting right now. I don't know who I'm recruiting against right now. It used to be, when I was at Tennessee, it used to be, Urban Meyer down at Florida. It used to be Nick Saban at Alabama. Maybe he's looking around going, hey, you know what? I'm just kind of recruiting these 3-star guys at Florida Atlantic myself. I want to jump back in the game and maybe fill some of my time. Maybe it is a little bit of entertainment value for him.
But right now he's recruiting against Last Chance U. I mean, he's taking the guy that punched the gal in the face in the bar. I mean, he's not competing against major college teams. Though. He's competing against the Florida penitentiary system.
That's my point.
That's
my point. Maybe he's like a little bit bored on the recruiting trail. Maybe he's like, you know what? I want to relive some of my memories too and go back and hashtag 2009 when I flipped a recruit from Bama. I mean, that's his way of getting
There's a part of this that sort of feels like the guy on Facebook who keeps showing like photos of him when he's in high school with his uniform on. Yeah. There's a lot of reminiscing going on here.
Yeah. The guy that doesn't want to show up to the 20-year reunion because he's not
maybe gained a little weight or something along those lines. That may very well be true.